Lawrence Lamont, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm awesome. How are you, Jose?
I'm great. Let me tell you something. You know what I like about this movie? It is so
Yeah.
rewatchable. I've already seen it 2 times.
Oh man, that's amazing. Hey, that's the goal. Is to be able to rewatch it, throw it on during a holiday with your family, and just let it play. Those are my favorite type of films for sure.
Just one of them days you get to work with not only with great actors, you get to work with great producers. How is that being stuck in the middle around so much greatness?
It keeps you on your A game, for sure, and it's inspiring, to walk into a space every day, whether you're in prep or on set, and you're constantly inspired by your peers. It's hard to lose when you have that support system and everyone's, so successful and so enthusiastic about making greatness.
We're talking about one of them days currently on digital and in some theaters still to this day and the physical DVD that will be released soon. How do you feel? How does it make you feel to have this kind of success?
It feels great, man. I'm grateful. I've heard that, when you show gratitude, that's the only time you can feel grounded and elevated at the same time, that's how I feel. When I read the script 4 years ago, I knew it was something special. I saw my way in, and felt like this was something the world needed. And for it to be resonating with, so many people and people that I didn't even expect for it to resonate with, it's an honor, and it's also hopeful because it shows that, these type of films can be made and you can have success with these type of films. And I hope it opens the door for more to be made similarly.
There's something to be said because, we all think about Hollywood and the blockbusters and the $100 million budgets, but it's something to be said about making a good quality film with just a little bit of money. Not really a little bit. I mean, you still spend like 50 million, but.
Yeah. Yes, it shows that. You look at the best picture winner of this year at Oscar, the Nora. They made that film for under 10 million. A little less than we made ours with, but it just goes to show a good movie and a good story shown to audiences will resonate every time.
Now, one thing I like about this film, people do not take themselves seriously. Is that something that resonates with this next generation?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, in the age of information and social media, everybody's posting their highlight reels and so nonchalant. I definitely think that is a part of what millennials and Gen Z, I think, are like the spearheading that energy. Just kind of like, taking it easy all the time. But Alyssa, she kind of gets into some trouble and not taking herself so seriously, and luckily it works out for him at the end.
That's exactly what it is. Now, you've reached #1 on Apple in one day. What is resonating with the audience about this film?
I think that actually I don't think people need an escape. I think people need to laugh and just feel good. I love my horror movies. I love my drama, my psychological thrillers. I love them all. But it's something about leaving a theater or finishing a movie on your couch and feeling hopeful and inspiring and uplifting. I think that's like the secret ingredient and the secret sauce that our film has, and that even human people around the world may not even know they need to be inspired or need this relief or this escape, but I get it, So I hope to always make films that can give people an escape and have some core themes in it that inspire you to keep going in life, whether you're an artist or whether you're, work construction.
What was your first project that you completed that made you think that, what, I got what it takes to be a director?
Man, probably my first ever project I directed, honestly. It was a music video for a friend when I was about 18 years old. And just editing it and seeing it come together and seeing the concepts all working, even though it was so simple, it kind of let me know, this is what I need to be doing. I'm going to devote my life to spending the rest of my days making this my plan A and my plan B. And it was like a thrill I've just been chasing. So I would say my first project that I directed. And then I also grew up in theater. So I was in stage plays, and I worked with an incredible drama teacher for years that kind of kept me inspired as well, even though I wasn't directing, but my eyes was always on the prize of being in the entertainment industry, in the storytelling business somehow.
I'm glad you mentioned storytelling, because a lot about being a director is having vision. How have you tapped into that skill set, and how can you really develop that?
Yeah, I like to say that I'm the sum of my influences. So I'm like well studied, and I watch as much as I can, and from all the greats and all the acclaimed stuff just over the past century, and it's interesting talking about style and vision. I guess I do have a style. I have friends and peers that say I do, but I think it can just continue to grow by just pushing myself creatively with the stories that I tell, not limiting myself or staying in a box. It's like I made one of them days. I don't want to make another movie like one of them days. I want to go somewhere else, and just keep pushing the limits and seeing how far I can go creatively while continuing to uplift and inspire. So new worlds are always going to help me hone in on my vision, and I'm excited to keep going.
Being in theater and in movies, and you always got to know what everybody else is doing and to know a little bit about every position. As a director, how do you do that and still have your input, but still let the people do their thing?
Yeah, well, fortunately for me, I started off making things when pizza was the budget, and it was only about 3 or 4 people in the crew. So I learned very early every department and every department's jobs, and I did everything already as well. But filmmaking is collaborative, I know the director has final creative say and with the studios and whatnot, but it's about everyone being on the same team. I approach it like being a head coach of a football team or something. You need your coordinators, you need your trainers, you need your ball boys, all to make the vision come to life. So I love to collaborate. It's no such thing as a bad idea to me. And yeah, I think I'm always be that way because it takes a village to make a film, truly.
All right, out of the 4 aspects of filmmaking, okay, pre-production, the actual production, post-production, and audience reaction, which one is your favorite?
Oh, man, production. I would say production still is my favorite, yeah. Yeah, it's like being on the playground. It's like putting the story on its legs. It's so exhilarating, and you're always catching lightning in a bottle. And I don't think you can really, you can really imitate that. Post production is gonna be it's a really close second place for my favorite. Because you can reshape the world, and you may see things that you didn't see on set and post, and of course, I always love audience reactions. But those are my top 2.
All right. Now, one of them days, what can people who have not seen it can expect to get out of this film?
I mean, a great time. I think it's just a fun ride, a wild ride, and lots of chuckles. But it's also a story about hope and friendship and community. I think our world needs more than ever. So have fun. Don't take yourself too seriously watching it, and enjoy the ride.
Shout out to the bodega up in the apartment 2B. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Mama Ruth.
Thank you so much, Lawrence.
Thank you.